It is said that within the right hand of God lie 7 divine seals. When the first 4 seals are opened, 4 human-like beasts will appear, each riding a horse of white, red, black, and pale green. They symbolize conquest, war, famine, and death. The tale of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, who come to bring destruction upon the world, is written in the final book of the New Testament, the book of Revelation by St. John, primarily speaking of prophecies concerning the Last Judgment. In the Bible, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse have no names and are only distinguished by the colour of their horses and the disasters they bring. However, they are commonly referred to as death, war, plague, and famine. This is a story of mysteries and the origins surrounding these horsemen. Each chapter will tell of the origin of a horseman, of the 12 seals that open the gates of hell, and of the reason why Lucifer was able to break their seals and bring them under his control. The 4 horsemen were once righteous gods, once good men, and once courageous commanders. But why did heaven forsake them? The answer awaits in the chapters to come. Chapter 3, the 3rd seal, the black horse of famine. When schemes are set and war breaks out, hunger and greed soon follow. Then the pale horse will arrive, carrying with it the smoke and ashes of poverty and decay. Famine, a being whose power rivals even that of death. He can swallow entire fortresses that once seemed unbreakable, spreading terror through war and starvation. Things mankind was never meant to endure, for survival is already a primal instinct. Famine once took delight in watching humans devour one another during great famines. Many believe him to be more terrifying than war himself, for he brings a suffering worse than death. Though ranked beneath glory, war, and death, his true power was far greater than most imagined. And this is the tale of his origin. Before he bore the name Famine, he was known across the heavens as Gok, the guardian of the gateways between realms. Gok held the keys to the passages connecting the heavenly planes, and God himself entrusted him with another duty: to maintain the natural balance of humankind, to decide which species would thrive and which would perish so that the world might remain in order. Of course, Gok merely recorded and calculated these matters. The final decisions belonged to the Almighty. Gok wandered ceaselessly, knowing every corner of the earth. Rigid, disciplined, and respected, even angels of higher rank admired his sharp intellect and unwavering judgment. Many believed it was only a matter of time before the gatekeeper rose to a high seat in heaven, perhaps even among the 4 archangels who guarded the cardinal directions. But then came the fateful day that changed him forever. Gok travelled to a land of abundance, a realm blessed with wealth and nature's bounty. It was perhaps the richest nation of its age, unforgettable to any who set foot there. Gok lingered longer than he should have, fascinated by the place, neglecting his duty for the first time. Disguised as a wandering traveller, he sketched landscapes and documented creatures. One day, while passing a humble house, he saw a young woman of striking beauty. His heart faltered. Her smile struck him silent, and when she approached to speak, their conversation flowed endlessly. They fell in love, though such a bond was forbidden in heaven. After some time together, Gok resolved to stay. He concealed his true identity and promised to marry her. He returned to heaven, intending to resign his duties and surrender his power to live a mortal life at her side. At the heavenly gates, he encountered Lucifer, who stopped him, mocking, "So, you would abandon heaven for a woman?" "Yes," Gok answered firmly. "Life among humans is far richer, and I wish to dwell in the mortal world." "Foolish. Mortals claw their way to heaven, yet you would sink into the mud." "With respect, great archangel, I know you disdain them, yet humans hold much we could learn from." "Silence! You have wandered far. Do you not despise the creatures who should have perished long ago? They are flawed, yes, but all things are balanced, nothing is perfect, not even you." Lucifer burned with fury. To be spoken to so boldly by one beneath him was intolerable. He seized Gok by the collar, wings flaring, ready to hurl him into dust. Yet he stopped, smirking instead. He saw Gok's intellect and restraint, and knew rash action would cost him. "You are talented, Gok," Lucifer said softly. "Your role is vital. How can you abandon it? Because love is stronger than any power, stronger than any sword. I am weary of my duties. I want peace." Lucifer laughed. "But what if she betrays you?" I do not care. I trust her completely. Luke leaned close, whispering darkly, "Soon you will learn. Mortals are not like us. Their hearts change, and so will hers." He left, but his words echoed. When Gok returned unseen to the woman's house, he watched her daily life. But then she opened a box, revealing a beautiful necklace he had never given. She called softly, "Come out, my love, I know you're here." To his shock, another man stepped from behind a curtain. The woman embraced him tenderly. "My darling, why do you visit so rarely?" "I fear that fool might return, so I must be cautious." "Humph. That fool is already mine to deceive. My act could fool even the gods." Gok's heart shattered. He fled, but the betrayal gnawed at him endlessly. At last he descended to the river of forgetfulness in the underworld, seeking to drink and erase his pain, but Lucifer awaited him. "Bored of heaven and earth, and now you come here?" Lucifer sneered. I was wrong. I must forget." "You still do not see? A god such as you cannot be cleansed by that river." "Then what must I do?" His rage erupted. Lucifer laid a hand upon his shoulder. "Consume it all. Devour the filth. That is your destiny." And then Lucifer vanished. Consumed by grief and fury, Gok confronted the woman once more. She greeted him sweetly, feigning innocence. "Ah, you've returned. Have you brought me a gift?" "Yes," he said coldly. He revealed the severed head of her lover. She collapsed in terror as Gok's wings blackened, fallen from grace by his own crime. With a single gesture, he blotted out the shining city she called home. In one night, its wealth turned to ruin, flowers to filth, abundance to ash. Hunger and plague spread like wildfire. By the time heaven's hosts arrived, he was gone. None could catch him. He knew their every path. From then on, he was no longer Gok the gatekeeper. He was Famine, the hell of hunger, second only to war in cruelty.